Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing part 2 of gray horses in Red Dead Online. When I set out to make this video, there were so many gray horses that I ended up having to split it into 2 parts. Otherwise, it was going to be like a 25-minute long video, and that's crazy. So today we're going to be covering all the multi-class gray horses. And this video is going to have some of my personal favorites in here. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, the first set of horses we have here are going to be the Missouri Fox Trotters. Always a fan favorite. In the intro here and now being shown is the Dapple Gray Missouri Fox Trotter. Now this is an online only exclusive horse. It was added into the game later. You can only find it online, and it's actually not rank locked, so you can get it very early on, even though it's a little bit pricey. So you'd have to get some money together first, but you can actually get it much earlier than some of the other Fox Trotters. So this is the Dapple Gray Missouri Fox Trotter, online only. Next is the OG Silver Dapple Pinto Missouri Fox Trotter, and this horse is an absolute beauty. You can find it in both story and online, although in story technically you can't purchase it until the epilogue, so if you want to get it for Arthur, you do need to do one of the kind of tricks on getting it. There's one with a lady who has one of these horses that needs a ride, and the horse is like died, but you can actually reload until eventually the horse is actually just injured, and you can get it that way. There's also a way to get it in one of the Albert Mason missions as well, although I don't have a lot of luck with that one. So there's definitely videos you can Google on how to get it. But otherwise, you can't get it until Chapter 6. Of course, online, you can purchase it once you reach the rank that it unlocks, which is a little bit later. It's not super early on. However, this horse, like I said, it's a beauty. Its natural mane and tail is gorgeous. I love the way the bangs fall, so I don't typically change it. I kind of just leave it the way it is. And of course, I'm using the saddle that I use with a lot of my gray horses just because I think that it goes so well. Next up is the Grillo Dun Mustang, which is found both in story and online. As a matter of fact, I use this horse a lot with Arthur because you can find it in the wild, and Mustangs are just fantastic horses overall. I definitely always have one in my stables on all my characters and online as well. This horse is rank locked. It's not super high. I don't remember exactly what it is. They did add 4 new coats later that are not rank locked at all, so you can actually get them as a new player, and I highly recommend it, just not this particular coat. I am using the base mane and tail because I'm on a secondary account. I don't have access to those Outlaw Pass manes and tails, but I would normally put on a black mane and tail or one of the Outlaw Pass manes and tails on this one just because I don't like the shorter tail. But again, this is the Grillo Dun Mustang, found in both story and online. Okay, next on the list we have 2 Turkomans, and first up is the Silver Turkoman. This one is found in both story and online. However, it's not actually unlocked until you unlock the Tumbleweed stables in the epilogue. So technically, you can only have this horse as John. Of course, this is Hosea's horse. You can see it earlier. But unless you find a working horse glitch in story, you actually can't get this horse for Arthur. It is available online as well. It is a higher rank lock, so I think you have to be around 60 to unlock it. And it is a gold purchase. Pretty expensive at 38 gold, so you would want to look for a sale on that unless you have a ton of gold. But again, this is the Silver Turkoman, available in both story and online. Okay, and the other Turkoman is the Gray Turkoman, which is an online-only exclusive horse. It is one of the coats that was added on later, much later in the game. They're actually not rank locked, so as a new player, you can get this horse very quickly. As soon as you get enough money. I believe it's $1,000, somewhere right around there if it's not on sale. So it is very expensive, but you can get it from day one as soon as you have enough money to get it. I do like the black mane and tail with this horse and a black saddle usually. Essentially, it's a great contrast. This is a super pretty Turkoman. Again, if I have the Outlaw Pass manes and tails, I might put on a wild tail and one of the sleek manes, but otherwise I try to keep it pretty simple. But this is the gray Turkoman, available online only. Okay, the next category are the Bretons, and I absolutely love these horses. They are so chunky, and they're just fantastic little horses, but they have some size to them, so they don't feel super small, although I do mostly run a female character, so I can't say what a male character would look on it. The first picture here has the natural mane, and it's got the same color for the tail, but I just elongated. I went with the long tail of the same color because I don't like the short tail that the Bretons come with. But that's the first one. And then the second one, I also sometimes like to run a black mane and tail. So it really just depends on what I'm feeling. I really love the natural mane because it's got those nice bangs that fall over the eyes and the very flowy mane. As a matter of fact, I wish Rockstar had given us, this is like the Outlaw Pass mane, and I wish they had given us solid colors in that Outlaw Pass mane and tail so that we could have, you know, solid black, solid gray, that sort of thing. And it already exists in the game because the White Cob, for example, has the solid white, and it's a wild tail and that mane from the Outlaw Pass. So I don't know why they didn't do that. It's such a bummer, but I do like to a lot of times leave this horse natural. Now this horse is available only online, and it is available through the Bounty Hunter roll. So you do need to purchase the Bounty Hunter roll. That's a gold purchase, and you do need to rank it all the way up to 20 in order to be able to get this rank 20 Breton. But again, this is the Steel Gray Breton, online only through the Bounty Hunter roll. The next section in multi-class are the Criollos, but unfortunately there are no gray horses there. So moving on to the Kladrubers, we actually have 3 of them. Now, the Kladruber horse is locked behind the trader roll, so you do need to purchase that roll for gold in order to get these horses, and they are an online only exclusive because of that. The first horse up here is the gray Kladruber. Now this horse is locked behind rank 10 trader, so you have to purchase trader roll for gold, you have to rank it up to 10, and then you can get this gray Kladruber. Now I personally love the Kladrubers. They've got the really pretty Roman nose. A lot of people don't like it, so just keep that in mind if you want to get this horse, that it does have that rounded nose. And some people don't like it. You can use a saddle that has a horse band that goes over it to kind of hide it a little bit if you're not crazy about it, or even a horse mask if you have one of those. But I actually love it. I think it gives the horse character. So first up here we have the gray Kladruber, online only trader horse. Next up is the silver Kladruber, and this is my personal favorite. I love the contrasting silver color with the dappling on the back and the contrast with the black on the legs and a black mane and tail. I will occasionally use the black and white mane and tail from the Outlaw Pass, but I really do like the contrasting black, so that's what I run most of the time. Most of the time I have a black saddle on, usually the Bellinger. I don't in this case. I'm using a different saddle just to try to get some variety, but a lot of times I do like that all black because it's super pretty contrasting, and I just absolutely love it. I love that Roman nose. You can see it here in the video. It's got that nice roundedness. The Kladruber is an absolute beast of a horse. Again, this is a rank 20, so you have to have the trader roll, rank it up to 20, and you can get this Kladruber. This is the silver Klad, online exclusive only horse. And finally, that brings us to the Dapple Rose Gray Kladruber. And again, this is a trader horse, so it is an online only exclusive to the trader roll, which you have to purchase with gold, and then you must fully rank it up to rank 20 in order to purchase this one. Now, this isn't my personal favorite. For some reason, the Rose gray coats in the game just have kind of a quality to them that I don't super love. This one's not bad though. Again, I do like to go with a black mane and tail because I think it contrasts it nicely. I am using the saddle that I do like to use with a lot of gray horses, but I would probably also go black Bellinger with this one. But again, if with limited stalls, this is probably not one I would purchase for my own stables, but you may like the quality of this coat a little bit better than I do. So again, this is the Dapple Rose Gray Kladruber, exclusive online to the Trader Roll. Next up is my absolute favorite horse breed in this game, hands down, and that is the Norfolk Roadster. To me, these horses are just the perfect size. They've got the personality. The coats are fantastic. I just absolutely love them. Now, this is an online exclusive horse. You can only get it online, and you can only get it if you purchase the Moonshiner roll with gold. So this was a roll that was added after the initial 3. And again, for these, you have to rank up through in order to get some of these horses. Now, the first one up here we have is the Speckled Gray. So for this one, you actually get it right away when you purchase the Moonshine roll. It's a rank 1 horse. You can get it right away. I think this one with the little speckles is just adorable, and I do like to use a black mane and tail again, which I do like to do with so many of my silver and gray horses, and I do like to use a black saddle a lot of times, but I will play around with it a little bit. It's just that contrast is just amazing, and I just absolutely love it. So this is the Speckled Gray Roadster, again an online exclusive horse, exclusive to the Moonshiner roll. The second Roadster featured here is the Rose Gray Roadster, and I will admit that this is actually my least favorite of all the coats for the Roadsters. I absolutely love every single coat except this one, and I'm not sure what it is. Again, it's that rose gray coat, and then there's like the white socks, and it's just something about it that I don't know. It's too pink to me, I think. But I have it here, and again, this might be a coat that you absolutely love, and I love there's so much variety in this game, and I love that because we all have different tastes. We all have different things that we like about horses and what we think looks good, saddles, manes, tails. So I wish there were even more customization, but I do love that there is a lot of variety. So again, this is the Rose Gray Roadster. Again, Roadster is a fantastic horse. It is an online only horse. It is exclusive to the Moonshiner roll, and you have to purchase that roll with gold and rank it up to rank 10 to be able to get this horse. Okay, the final horse in the video today is the Rose Gray Arabian. This is a story horse only, so you can't currently get it online. The only place you can find it online is one of the new Telegram missions where you have to go and steal the horse, and it's actually the Rose Gray Arabian. It's the one that's over by McFarland's Ranch, but other than riding it for that short mission, you can't actually own it at all. In story, you can't own it until the epilogue, so unless you use some type of a horse glitch, you cannot have it for Arthur, only for John. But again, this is the Rose Gray Arabian. It is available only in story. Again, like a lot of the Rose Gray horses, it's not necessarily my favorite. I don't like the natural mane and tail at all, so I always put on a black mane and tail. I'd like to get it online so I can check out some of the other saddles on it. But otherwise, if you are looking for a really cute Arabian to give a try in story, check this out in the Blackwater stables. And so that brings us to the end of part 2 of all the gray and silver horses in Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online. I'd love it if you'd leave me a comment and let me know what is your favorite of these horses. And if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you check that out now. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you leave me a like. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.